He's a head coach, he's a general manager, and he's a player. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, he got a lot of goddamn coaches fired. I felt like they deserve to be fired. With his Darvin Ham, and he chooses his own head coach. I've never seen anything like this in my life, people. Finally, LeBron has made his decision.
Yeah.
He's going to Philadelphia, people. Yeah, we a little late here with our broadcast of his decision, but we here with it, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the ins, the outs, the pros, the cons, the shouldas, the wouldas, and who gonna win the NBA Finals this upcoming basketball season, man. What's up, Jizzle? What was your thoughts when you heard he chose the 76ers, bro?
You know what? I said, as far as the decisions that you have to make, you want to be amongst an organization that is as passionate about winning as yourself, amongst a group of guys that is passionate as you are. And I felt like it was a great decision. I'm not gonna lie. Where else?
An organization that was just as passionate with winning as he is. We talking about the Philadelphia 76ers. We talking about fans like Kevin Hart and Gilly the Kid. Yeah. Now, them motherfuckers just need to win a championship. It's been about 43 years. You feel me?
A lot of passion in that city of Philly, man. I seen Saquon Barkley already inviting them to tee off. Seeing things. Hey, but I tell you what, one thing I feel like any team could learn from LeBron is that work ethic, is that taking this game seriously and being that head coach on the court or the bench. He's a head coach, he's a general manager, and he's a player. Let's talk about it.
That's a goddamn problem. That's a goddamn problem.
I get you with that.
Yeah, he got a lot of goddamn coaches fired. I felt like they deserve to be fired. What is Darvin Ham and several others. He chooses his own head coach. I've never seen anything like this in my life, people. Well, he just that impactful in any organization he goes, except Miami, because Pat Riley wasn't having that shit, bro. Pat Riley took his cookies. But anyway, that's besides the story. Me personally, when I got the news, I was somewhat shocked, but not really, because I thought he was either going to go to Miami or Cleveland. I really did. I didn't think he was going anywhere in the West because he didn't stand a chance to come out of the West. But here in the East, he has a strong chance to come out with the team that he chose. I think if he had chose Cleveland, no. Miami, maybe. But the 76ers, a team that already got 4 solid players in their starting lineup, and now you add LeBron James to it, that's almost like a fucking all-star team if Embiid can stay healthy.
Yeah. As far as this taking my talents to South Beach, and from what Stephen A. Smith said, chasing rings, I'm looking at it like, okay, you in Cleveland, taking your talents to South Beach next. Okay, you go to South Beach. Okay, chasing chips, I give you that one. Completely give you that one. Going back to the Cavs, who featured basically a Kyrie Irving, which he's an amazing athlete. Who else they had though? Like
Kevin Love.
Where they got Kevin Love after honestly he probably GM that shit. But if I'm not mistaken, he got Love after he got there, or they got him after he got there uh, during the
I
season. If
can't
I'm not,
remember. I can't remember. I will have to go back and I will have to go back and check that. But I thought Love was already there, but I might be wrong.
yeah, I looked up yesterday, and if I'm not mistaken, he came um, after he got there, mid-season or quarter, somewhere in there afterwards, which he might have had something to do with that. So I'll just say, okay, Kevin Love and Kyrie, uh, you know, going to the Lakers. The Lakers had Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart. Like, it doesn't. It's not like KD is what I'm saying. I feel like the chasing chips narrative gets put on him when we've actually seen chasing chips.
I think
Like,
when we talk about chasing chips, he's the poster child.
okay,
I mean, yeah, we can't. I can't argue with you about KD. That was a big sucker move. He was the second one to pull a sucker move. Um, I think when we talk about chasing chips, we always revert back to the players of yesterday. And hell, some of the players in his generation, like Kobe. Kobe stayed there even when he had a sorry ass team and still won a championship. He stayed
yeah,
put even when times got hard. And even at the end of his career, when they were sorry, he never left, bruh. He never
right,
left.
right,
And I think that's what a lot of people respect. You know what I'm saying? Think about all times, not just MJ, not just
yeah.
Kobe, Tim Duncan. You know what I'm saying? You got Stockton, even though Stockton and them alone never won a ring. Them motherfuckers stayed put and they tried. They tried, bro. He came in the ring. He came into the league saying, "I am him. I'm the greatest in the game." He put that on himself, but he couldn't do it like the greats did it. Excuse me.
Well, I mean, it like we've talked about in the past. You talk about what's valued, and what I'll say is this: he may not have done it like everybody else, but I can guarantee you, there's a basketball guy who was somewhat of a star who wishes they could have kept it up like him, kept that fire like him for that long. I can't. I don't know. I don't see. I can't hate on, like, I can't not like that. I can't not like to see this guy doing what he's doing at 41. It just goes against my heart of hearts of basketball. I cannot see, sitting up and trying to break down it's anything. Like, man, this is to be we need to put a snapshot on this
Nah,
and
man.
cherish the time of this man playing. That's
No,
all.
I think it's gonna always go back to what he wanted to be. Want to be the greatest. Everybody want to be the greatest. Hell, Kobe wanted to be better than Jordan. Kobe made sure before he retired, he passed Jordan on the NBA list, but Kobe still never said he was better than Jordan. But before he died, untimely death, he never said. He always said, "Mike, me, Wilt." He always said that, even at the end of his career. Why?
Yeah.
Because he understood what Mike did. For one, he did it in a shorter period of time, and I still haven't him with the rings. He was one short.
Yeah.
LeBron, he wants to so bad that he's jumping from 10. He got four. He's going to end his career with four jerseys in his legacy. Magic
Yeah.
ain't do that. Bird ain't do that. And that's what I just feel like this was a bad move for me for him. I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have did that, man. I mean, like whether you believe it or not, bro, I'm going to say it right now here on Mavs-Spurs Weekly. Spurs. Yeah, they're not going to win a championship next year, bro. They're not. They're not.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the Dallas Mavericks. Who did they beat when we won? Hey, let's go. But the first year, hey, you got to tighten up some things. And he's not the LeBron of then. He's a completely different player. I will say that. Um, but I think I don't really care if like what a player says is what a player says. And I don't like is Jordan the best player to ever play? Yes. I don't really like that's what I'm saying. I give you that. And I don't care what he says. But along with that, I will go ahead and say, along with that, everything else I've said about Bron and how I can't do nothing but put respect on his name is due to just him being who he is as a person and as a who's kind of fostered a type of tradition with just his body and everything that involves this game of basketball. There's no practice. What is practice? That's not LeBron. And I it's in times of past, I have talked shit about Allen Iverson for that practice statement because I don't think any professional that should never come out of their mouth. And as far as you feel like you should have never came in Jordan. You should have never. This should never come out of your mouth. That should never come. So I feel the same way, as far as that with Iverson. But far as
Iverson
what a player,
got my heart. He got my heart, though. Go ahead.
Iverson got on.
He got my heart on
Hey,
LeBron.
I give you that. To even be 6 foot and playing in the NBA and do what you did, he definitely got more heart. God damn it. But I can't take nothing away from that man for the decision he made to go to this team, man. And honestly, I don't think he's gonna have as big of an impact as we think because I think what he's gonna do there is gonna be more. The things he does off the court will be more valuable than the things he does on the court with this young core that they got.
Well, man, I'm shocked to hear that. When you said you don't think he's gonna be that impactful, like we think, I don't think he's gonna be that impactful either. I think LeBron's gonna be more of a facilitator than anything because he got
Yeah,
three young gunners. When we speak about Jalen, Edgecombe, and Maxie, them boys they gonna get the job done.
yeah,
And I just hope LeBron don't kind of slow that down, which I don't believe he will. But they
yeah.
also got Embiid. We know
Eh,
Embiid issue with staying healthy. If that
Right.
ball going to the hole, like Kevin Garnett say, when that ball going to the black hole, which means down there with Embiid, it's not coming back out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He's going to
And
the hole with it.
and I think that will be like I said when things being seeing value in other ways or having a presence in other ways. How is Embiid taking care of his body? How will what will LeBron what hey because he's gonna be in his ear, man. He's been watching his career. He's seen him 32 games, 16 games, 40 games. Embiid is no spring chicken out here. He's been in the league for what 10 fucking years or some shit, and he never plays the whole season. And look where LeBron was out for what? How many games he played? Like I believe that will be another um learning experience for Embiid and the presence of LeBron and telling him like, hey, you at this certain age, man, you got to do this after the game. What, you ain't been doing that after the game? Like, hey, that's fucking up your this and that's fucking up your that. You need to be doing that. Oh, what you doing? Why you stretching like that? Stretch like this. This is really getting that part of the muscle. Like you need to do so. If Embiid come out and he play 67 games, LeBron James, no.
I mean, one thing I can't take away from LeBron is, how he took care of himself throughout his career. LeBron James came into the league, 18, 19 years old, 6'8", 240, 250 pounds. And I think he understood his physicality and what that does for his game.
Yeah.
Now, going back to what you said the other day when we was talking about the fundamentals of basketball, and you said
Okay.
his physical is why he's not a great dribbler. I just call bullshit on that because the things that we've seen LeBron do in games, it's not a mistake because he's big. It's because he's LeBron James. And you actually said this in the song. I know the rules, but I'm a travel, damn it. And the referees better not call it. That has nothing to do with his size. It has something to do with his ego and his memory. Damn, I forgot to put the ball out. LeBron James, not only when we talk about that, we can go on to the flopping and the whining. Nobody want to see. You never seen Shaq whine. They used to beat the brakes off of Shaq. And Shaq,
Yeah.
he knew I'm not gonna get the call because I'm 7'1", 335 pounds. I'm
Right.
gonna have to take a beating.
Yeah.
LeBron just tried to get to the hole and somebody got
Yeah.
them take his headband off his goddamn head.
Yeah.
I don't like that as an NBA great.
Yeah. I get it. Harden and LeBron James have fostered the NBA that we see today. I feel like those two people are the cause of a SGA. Like SGA is a LeBron and Harden baby. He's just mixed the two of what they did. So yeah, he's not a perfect player. Certain shit I don't like about his game. Uh, so it's always that thing about putting okay, let's put Jordan in this era. Let's like, hey, Jordan didn't have to face a double team the whole fucking career, but Kobe did. So it's like, that's not, we can't really put other people in other people's position, but I'm not, my thing is I'm not comparing him to Jordan. He was not Jordan. He didn't have that heart of
No,
Jordan.
no,
He
no,
doesn't.
no.
And I'll admit that. So
So let's talk about the Eastern Conference and where Philadelphia stands at today. We haven't seen these guys play, so let's talk about what we see on paper. Where do
hey,
you put Philadelphia at, man? Where do you put them at amongst the East when we
the
talking
East,
about teams like New York,
New
Cleveland,
York's ahead of
Detroit?
them. New York's ahead of them. I would say, yeah, after New York, it's a hat toss. I can't really just be like, hey, they're top of the East the way I'm seeing it on paper. I feel like on paper, if you say on paper after a statement, then that almost triggers to me in my head grain of salt. You gotta take it with a grain of salt if it's on paper, because we ain't seen it.
Well, of course, we seen New York, and we can talk about them being on paper, but of course they lost Mitchell. Mitchell's gone. I'm not 100% familiar with everybody they kept and anybody else they got rid of. But we can talk about Detroit. Um, we can talk about Cleveland. I think Cleveland still have the same roster coming back. And then we can talk about Miami, who just added Giannis on paper. Where would you put
Yeah.
them compared to the Sixers?
Miami on paper versus the Sixers on paper right now. It's hard not to put the Sixers above Miami. But the with the style of play that the coaches instill in Miami, with that free flowing offense they got out there, not really running these set plays and shit where they just kind of do whatever. They have a principle of play and they don't really. Giannis fits perfectly into that philosophy with how he plays, with the handles that he got. So that's kind of crazy just thinking about it. But they got to do something else in Miami, man. Jaylen Brown is a monster. I'll just say that. You know.
LeBron fucked that up though, because I think they was waiting on that the damn decision, so they didn't make any more moves because they wanted to make sure if LeBron chose them, they had enough financial revenue,
Right.
which he didn't ask for much. He only got $8 million for 2 years, which I think they could
Mm-hmm.
afford. But at the same time, they need to know what pieces to put around LeBron, Giannis, and Bam. Now they know they don't have LeBron. Now they got to fill up that fucking roster so they actually can compete against the teams like the Sixers, Detroit, uh, the Knicks, and teams like that. Now, I'm with you. I don't know what the Heat gonna do, but right now we're talking about LeBron. We talked about the East. If there's one team, or basically there's two teams that a lot of us feel is gonna come out of the West. If there's one of them you could choose that you feel like the Sixers could beat with LeBron, which one would it be? Do I have to say those two teams? Do I have to say them?
Say the two teams, man.
Spurs and the goddamn Thunder, man.
You think the Sixers can beat the Spurs right now with that?
Nope, they're too young, and they
Uh,
got a little bit of experience now. They got a little bit of experience now, so I don't hear no shit about no experience. And then add another experienced player with J. Cole, little brother. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about bias hair, motherfuckers look just alike. And then they got more young talent added to that team. I don't think they could run with them. That's my opinion, but I'm a Spurs fan.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah. And that's understandable. That's understandable. Um, yeah, the West is I feel like at this point of this last season, during the off season, we was looking at the East like they wasn't shit. And I
right,
think that has changed now. I think this is gonna
absolutely,
be a different season for the East.
absolutely.
And even throughout the season, OKC held the season record, and the teams in the East, like if they were on the West, they would have been number one the whole fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Spurs would
I
have been
don't.
number two.
Yeah, it would have been OKC Spurs if they was in the East the whole last season, damn near. So um, I don't think this season will be like that. I think on the West, the teams on the West, they're gonna be studying that tape as far as Wemby goes, and seeing what they did with Wemby, and seeing what happened there with the finals. Um, Spurs
Which team?
got they, huh?
Which team? Which team? We ain't gonna run for that question.
Okay, go ahead. Say it
Which
again.
team you think out of the Spurs and OKC that the Sixers could beat in a 7-game series, as far as what we see right now?
If we go on paper, you would say maybe OKC, but I can't even do that because it's tough. It's
Yeah,
tough
OKC done lost some
because
players now. They done lost some
yeah,
players.
they lost whatchamacallit.
Dort
They
and a
lost
couple more.
Dort and the other one. Um, I mean,
But
I feel like that would be a tough series. That would be a great series to watch. I feel like, but I can't really. Because who knows what Maxey is gonna look like in this lineup? This is a different lineup. Maxey and Edgecombe looked a certain way. That backcourt looked like the backcourt looked crazy. And then even when you had Embiid come back, I feel like the backcourt of the Sixers during the whole season, it was like they was putting up crazy numbers. Then when Embiid came back, I feel like the energy shifted a little bit because Embiid
Yeah,
was going crazy. He
yeah.
was, doing his little slow little turnaround shot and his little spot up shot that takes 10 hours to put up in the air and all that shit, that dumb shit he be doing. I can't stand Embiid. I'm gonna just say that. I can't stand that motherfucker Embiid. But
So you think we looking at Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals? Do you think we looking at Knicks versus Sixers, Spurs versus Thunder? And if so, who makes it to the finals?
well, the
That's my
Mavericks are
last
gonna be in
question.
the Mavericks are gonna be in the finals. I didn't know if you seen what we did in the offseason. Anyway, hey, that is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. You got to tell the truth sometimes. What we did in the offseason, I think a lot of people will come to realize what we did. But
So
yeah,
you
we
putting
we
the
based
Mavericks in the Western Conference Finals
yeah
against
above the
Spurs?
Spurs, above
Oh,
yeah
okay,
winning
okay.
four games.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't. These people gonna kill us. They gonna kill us. Like, what are they talking about up there?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I wish the Mavs a great season. I would love to see the Mavs make it deep into the playoffs. Um, I don't think they're strong enough, but hey, I'm rooting for y'all. I'm not like you. I'm rooting for y'all, man.
Yeah, Spurs got to worry about Minnesota. They had a
That's right.
time with them. They got
We
someone else now.
ain't got to worry about shit.
Spurs got to worry about Minnesota. That's all I'm saying.
We ain't got to worry about shit. If anybody got to worry
Hey,
about goddamn Minnesota, it's the other 31 teams. Like, we ain't worried about nada.
Minnesota, salute to them. They got a dog over there, a supposed dog. Portland, what's Portland doing? Uh, Not a damn thing. But hey, they got a shooter and a slasher.
Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna
Okay,
see.
yeah,
We got some young gunners, man. We got some
yeah.
young gunners, and
Talk your
y'all.
shit.
Hey, wait till y'all see these young core players we added to this team. And,
It's not about
and,
nobody. Go ahead. Oh, my bad. My bad.
no, you good. It's about the team
Wimby.
and the pieces that we were missing, the things that stopped us from getting that ring. We got backup centers, backup power forwards. We even got added some guards, bro. Man, I watched the summer league. We got a Chinese guy, which I don't know if he's gonna make the roster, but that boy can fucking hoop too, man. Swear to God.
Mm, yeah. Wimby needs to step up. Wimby
And
needs to step up.
you need to worry about Flag and the rest of them, but don't worry about Wimby. Don't worry about
Yeah.
Wimby. Wimby took that loss personally. I did too. We'll be ready.
Okay. I hope so. I'm thinking they gonna do great things though. Um, I'm hoping they do. I know Houston not doing shit. KD need to retire. I'm out.
Good luck to LeBron and his hopefully his last stint, last team. Uh, we'll see what happens this season. I think it's going to be very interesting with the new movements all the way around the NBA. Giannis, you ain't gonna win no ring, man. Just hang it up, bro. But hey, it's been another episode of Spurs, Mavs-Spurs Weekly. Go Spurs, go. And we gone.